Hello and welcome to my little look of an indie game, a little gem I found on Steam that I quite like, Steam Marines. It's currently in alpha, early access, costs €9. I bought it myself last year actually when it was on sale, I think. Thought it seemed interesting. I'm quite fond of roguelikes. This is a strategy-based roguelike. The idea is to go through a spaceship, clearing it of monsters with your little squad. Well, you'll see shortly. And as it was early access, I didn't really expect much from it. Was expecting there not to be much content and very buggy, but it's actually really fun so far. I've been playing for a couple of hours. I've made it through the first game. That's why I have a New Game Plus here as an option. Unfortunately, not much of my squad made it through. I only have the one guy, and for the sake of this little episode, I'm gonna do a new playthrough. So you also have a nice tutorial that teaches you how to play the game quite nicely. I love this intro tune, by the way. And there isn't much else music in this game, so it's good that that's good at least. So let's see, we want to overwrite it. I'm gonna do this on easy, just to show you the game, basically. And when I played it through, it wasn't easy. It was still quite challenging, but in my next playthrough I'm definitely gonna try it on normal, so we'll see how hard it is then. So let's see, we want to name these after... Let's go with Zin. This guy can be Velik, which is my boyfriend's name. This can be Old N, which is a friend's name of mine. And the last guy, let's go with Loser. He'll probably die first. And as you can see here, you can choose different classes. And they have different kind of weapons. It says here, for instance, what they have. Let's see. Personally, I'm a very big fan of the shotgun. Is nice. The rifle is very nice. The machine gun, I'm not that fond of. The grenade launcher does splash damage, as it says here. I've killed myself a couple of times with that. Let's see. Well, you can't kill yourself with it, but you can get low enough so that an enemy can kill you. So let's see. I don't want the grenadier. I want actually an engineer. He has a submachine gun, very similar to the machine gun, obviously. So I'll have two of those. And then you have the perks that you can choose in the beginning. Let's see, the sweeper, we have the spotter. He gets more experience when he finds enemies. This stuff here, the Hulk suit is an item that you get from bosses in this game. It's really good. When I first played this game, I didn't know what it was, so I thought this perk was kind of meaningless because you don't have a flamethrower to begin with. But this is a really good perk now that I know what the Hulk suit is. But you want to make sure that whoever has this perk also gets the Hulk suit. You get to choose, but let's see. So having this guy as the Hulk suiter is a good idea since he has the submachine gun, which I don't like. Let's see. The close combat sounds nice. They can also hit adjacent targets. Let's see what other perks we have. We have Techmonger, which means you have an increased chance to find high-tech loot in lockers, and that's about it. So let's go with this. Let's start up the game. Last time I skipped this little intro just by clicking proceed. The game actually crashed on me, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let this scroll through, speed it up a bit. Oh, maybe that's not necessary, actually, it's really short. Let's hope it doesn't crash. That's the joy, obviously, of playing alpha games. So, let's see what we have here. We have our little characters here. You can mouse over, you see how far they can shoot, their range. You can see a bit information about them, hit chance, how much protection they have. Up here is your inventory, and something I read that they changed in the most recent patch, which was released in late February, is that the mouse cursor actually disappears after a while, because you control this game mostly or I control it at least completely via the keyboard. So the mouse cursor will go away after a time of inactivity, like that. And that kind of confused me before I read that. I wonder what happened to my cursor, basically. So let's see, we have two numbers here next to the character. The green one is their HP and the blue one is their action points. That's how many actions they can take basically in a turn. To cycle through the characters, you tab. You can also click them here, like so. These little icons down here are their action points, so you have their HP right here. And here you obviously have the combat log, so to speak. Here you can either press this button to end the turn, or you can press enter. Here are the promotions. We'll see if I get that far in this part, but what it essentially is that they can level up, and then you get a couple of like extra perks, you can say, that you can choose between. They're not very many at this point, maybe there will be more later. And here's basic overview of the characters. Nothing I really use, so that's the close button. So let's see, we have a door right there, so let's have our old N, I believe this is, go down there. So there's one action point for moving a step. I've turned, you can actually turn on or off whether you want facing to cost an action point. I thought that was a bit too penalizing, so I turned that off. Opening a door costs an action point, and depending on where you face, your flashlight will open up new parts of the area. Now, since this is a tactics game, there are a couple of steps you want to make sure of. In the beginning like this, it's not too important, but reloading your weapon, for instance, costs the remainder of your action points, so you want to do that when you have as few left as possible. Another thing that you can do, which is really good in this game, like tactics wise, is that at the end of your phase you can put your characters into guard mode, like so. That means that if an enemy steps in front of him, he will shoot at it automatically. Only the one shot though. And this allows for some clever setups, or at least it's something you really have to make good use of later on in the game. You see there's a room down here, not necessarily a door to a room, so I might have to break down the wall like so, which also obviously costs an action point. Walls take different amounts of action points to break down. I was lucky now that I did it on the first try. I'm not going to bother guarding here because I don't think there's any enemies. I also found the elevator here, which are the green like bordered tiles on the floor, and the elevator you use to descend to the next level basically. Let's grab this guy and check out the room here. There we have some enemies, nice. And I'm gonna put this guy on guarding as well. And now let's step up, and this guy can also stand on guarding. And now it's the enemy's turn. So let's see what they do. And you see there, my character automatically shot it when it stepped in front. Characters cannot shoot themselves, or each other I should say, with regular weapons. But there are certain weapons like grenades, bombs, that have splash damage, and you really have to think twice before using them anywhere near your own characters. Some enemies also explode. I hope these don't. Let's see. Nope. You see there, it says how much ammo I have left. I really have to keep track of that. You do not want to be without ammo when you encounter someone. So I'm not going to open that door, because there might be an enemy just on the other side, and then I have no action points to protect myself. What I could do obviously is step up with this guy right behind and put him into guarding mode. Let's see, how much range does he have? Oh yeah, that's the guy. Right now he can obviously only shoot to the tile right in front because the door isn't open, but his range is actually 4, so that's pretty good. So I can open this door, and I was right, there was an enemy right there. I kind of figured this game a bit now from playing it a couple of hours. That's just the kind of things they do. But fortunately I have this guy here, so I can shoot it down. His mag can hold a lot more ammo, because he has a machine gun. A submachine. No, this guy has a machine gun. In this current build, I've only encountered This is a... oh, there we have another secret room. I've only encountered, let's see, one bug, except for the crashing in the beginning. I've only encountered one bug so far. I accidentally, well, I say accidentally, I moved my character onto a tile that made him fly off screen, but I could get him back just by moving back, so it wasn't too much of a problem. As you can see now, I'm in my inventory. I picked up an item. There are several different items to pick up. We can check out what's in this crate, like so. Actually 2 items here, another grenade and some ammunition. The ammunition is actually limited. You can see here I have 6 rounds in the rifle and 5 mags remaining. It actually explains there on the screen. Rounds loaded and mags remaining. That's also something you have to keep track of, obviously. You do not want to run out of ammo. That's actually something that hasn't happened to me, possibly because I've played on easy. It's something I've read on the forums. It's a big problem, probably if you play on the harder difficulties, that you run out of ammo really easy. So let's see. There's a room down there I want to check out. Doesn't look like there's a door to it, so I'm gonna have to bash down the walls. I'm gonna do that with this guy. And wow, he had a lot of people. Let's put him on guard and hope he doesn't take too much punishment before this cavalry can help him out. I'm gonna just wait with that guy. So yeah, he got 1 shot in. These guys probably don't have much range. Oh, there are many in this room. Let's see. Are they all done there? You can hover over them. Now I can't really see because you can see where he can aim as well. They only have 1 range, fortunately. Brutes are basic melee. I can't really see that far because the screen doesn't go that far down. That's kind of a flaw. I hope they fix so that the window actually moves up. Relentless but slow. Probably do a lot of damage. Shoot him. Don't have much ammo now. Maybe this guy could throw a grenade, for instance. Like so. They always do 10 damage. And then he could also shoot that guy and... oh, he doesn't reach that far. There we go. And kill him off. Now, is there more to explore here? The game has maybe, I can't remember off the top of my head, but maybe 4 stages, and each stage has maybe 4 floors or something like that. It took me 3 hours, I think, to get through the entire game on easy, and then I didn't try the New Game Plus, so I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to try that, obviously. So it seems I've done off with all the enemies here. Here are some other items I got. Plastic explosive, which you can put on a door. When the enemy goes through, they will explode. So that's also something you really have to plan, because you will also explode if you open that door then. And here is an adrenal shot, which allows you to restore your action points, but using the adrenal shot costs an action point, so you can't use it when you're out of action points like this, for instance. So yeah, that's pretty much this game. It obviously gets increasingly harder. The enemies have better weapons, more action points. There are more of them. There are a couple of bosses that, at least on easy, are very easy, and they drop a lot of loot. But I'm gonna try this on normal as well. Like you saw, I only had the 1 guy survive throughout the easy, so I'm thinking I will have some issues with normal. At the moment, even though it's early access and an alpha, I actually really enjoy this game. I think there's a lot of content considering, and it was worth what I pay for it, definitely. I paid maybe €5 or something. It's currently €9, and I would still probably say that it's worth it if you're into roguelikes and tactical games like this. It's definitely Holds challenge definitely has some content to it already, so I'm very eager to see what they will release in the future. So that's pretty much it for this. I just wanted to give you a little look-see of this build of the game, and I'll probably do another part when they release more content and we'll check that out. So thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you then.